And it's time to get the party started. Once again, green flag is in the air. We're racing in Georgia.
Pretty even start up front, going down to turn one side by side between Britt and Kilroe, going down into turn one, but it looks like Britt's going to edge out just a little bit on the entry, but Kilroe with the momentum on the outside lane, able to kind of get a little bit better start than Britt, I got to say. Britt got just a little bit twitchy coming out of two, and that allows Kilroe to get the run down the back with Cody Welch, Mr. Unlucky himself, coming up to his back bumper. Hopefully the luck can change for Cody Welch and he can end off the regular season with a victory, but he's 3 wide now coming off of turn 4.
3 wide behind as we'll close out lap number 1, and it is going to be Dalton Kilroe to lead from the top this time by, as this field of 6 laps down, but with the potential to score some spots early on as Hilbrandt's into the wall.
Hilbrandt's almost looked like maybe he was trying to clear himself coming up at turn 2, and Sean Britt was on his outside, and it just kind of turned Hilbrandt's into the outside wall. I don't think Britt came off the outer wall and tagged his right rear. I think Hilbrandt's might have just thought he was clear coming off the corner.
And it's not enough as Kilroe, I think, almost got into the outside wall. Let Welch in down on the bottom. Welch will lead his first lap to green. That last time by at lap 36, but he didn't get it clear. Now Kilroe's back on the line, but he has dominated so far this afternoon. Can he hold it? No, he can't. Cody Welch clears for the lead. Kilroe with the switchback.
Kilroe back to the inside, entering turn 3. Couldn't quite get the run through 1 and 2, but again, he dives it in deep through 3 and 4. Tries to slide up in front of the 85, not quite able to do it. Coming out of turn 4, still gets a decent run, though. Can he side draft the 85 back down the front straightaway? Uses the inside of the double dog leg to try to pull even through the second part of it. Gets a little bit closer to the 85, and then dives down deep into turn 1. Once again, kind of going for the slide job move, not able to get it done. It looks like Cody Welch might get a good run on the outside this time.
Holy Toledo, barely a foot between them as this time by. Welch clears with the lead. Thorpe trying to...
That Fox used to use, and it looked like he was trying to take it out of Sean Britt and Leakey. Side by side in the middle of 1 and 2 for P10. A little bit of door banging through the middle of the corner, able to come out of the corner nice and straight, but man, I'm afraid to shot my mate. Was that Rick Thompson again getting into the outside wall back there, coming through turn 2? Rick's having a tough time.
Yeah, no kidding. Not an easy run for the Southern Shores Realty machine, as he'll continue to try to work with that machine. Now Sean Britt almost putting Leakey into the outside wall. These guys are duking it out like there's no tomorrow as they fight it out for 10th down in the turn 1. Leakey way up to the Larson line, up on the outside, and now Britt way down low. There's a pinch and another hip check onto the backstretch.
Somebody needs to tell these guys we're not even halfway yet. I mean, my goodness, Sean Britt and Leakey are just side by side, every single corner, giving each other no room coming out of turn 2. I mean, that's just such a tight corner, man. You're trying to battle side by side. Yeah, but it's super impressive being able to hold on these newer tires, or hold off these newer tires. Thorpe all the way on his back bumper. He shoves him up the racetrack just a little bit, gets Kilroe tight coming off. Oh man, all the way on his door coming out of turn 2. They're still side by side before they get to 3. We've seen Kilroe drive it in deep, though, every time he's been side by side. But Thorpe drives it in just as deep on the bottom. Has to give up a little bit, but now Kilroe lifts in the middle of the corner, and Thorpe gets a little bit better of a run, but Kilroe pinches him back off coming out of the corner and gets the run.
I think Kilroe will finally have that move secure this time by. Tell you what, I think Hagee made the absolute best move there. He waited until he saw a gap and immediately fired it down the inside. Kilroe bobbles off the top. Thorpe will sweep through. He'll look to take the lead this time by into 3 and 4. Welch with the lead at the end of lap 76, going to 77, but Thorpe will still try to lunge down for the inside as well. Goodness gracious, these guys do not know when to take a break. Whoa, and Thorpe gonna bobble it on turn 2. Look out, losing the back end as he's just gonna manage to wrestle it under control. That finally ends the battle for the lead, and now we can finally look back elsewhere. Running 1 and 2, and Cody Welch bails the mid road, and Thorpe's not about to be undercut. He's going in with him. Look out! Oh, that's gonna be speeding for both of them. The top 2 may have just been called out with the speed limit entering pit road.
That, oh my goodness, that just.
Boy!
I said it earlier. This is the MF Racing Designs Pit Road Speeding Limit Series, or Pit Road Penalty Series. I swear to you, this is, I mean, it looked like Thorpe was just following Welch as fast as Welch was going and got put off. I think that maybe if they pit separate, I think Thorpe is probably okay, but I think he just followed in with Cody Welch's speed and trusted Welch too much.
Kilroe got a speeding penalty as well. We completely missed that with all the other battles. Yeah, Kilroe's down a lap. We just got the word for race control. He also got slapped with a speeding penalty. So the top 3 might be down and out of the fight for the win.
Who was 4th? Who was 4th beforehand?
That'd be
Who the hell was running 4th
Ricky Hart
place?
Jr.
Gonna be the lucky dog.
Look at the replay, and yep, Sean Britt looped it out of turn 2, spun it around, and backed it hard into the inside wall, and spun back towards the racetrack. And right here, that's what forced the yellow flag, as they were the race leaders just arriving on scene. So that secures Sean Britt being a lap down. As you can still see, though, Kevin Foster, definitely one of the quicker drivers in this grouping. Whoa, oh, big trouble. David Leakey slides, slams the inside wall. Will rebound up to traffic, but no caution, because he was so far down the racetrack when he got turned sideways. Now the caution flies.
I mean, I know that's a low-speed crash, but he got pancaked into that outside wall. That's going to hurt that right front pretty bad.
It's a pretty hefty crash. That's what, 5-6 cars that got collected in that mess on the restart?
Yeah, that's a tough one. And I think everybody that could have gotten the lucky dog, Takarasco trying to make the inside work. Foster's going to get a good run on the outside. And look at this, Tony Hilbrands. We thought he was dead in the water after that first accident, but look at him up into the top 5, fighting now, back into contention for the race win as Moore's looking to the inside of Brian Dees for the race lead.
Cody Moore to the bottom, and with the fresh tires, Cody Moore to the point for the first time all night long.
Now tries to duck to the bottom, not quite there though. He's just going to fall in line for now, but still side by side for that third place spot. Now Hilbrand still trying to make the bottom work as Kevin Foster gets loose. Hilbrand turns him in the middle at 3 and 4. Foster around. Hilbrand still spinning up the racetrack, but everybody else is able to get it wound down in time. But oh my goodness, the fresh tires from Ricky Hart. He pitted they're 3 wide. They're making contact. Wrecking out of 2. Ricky Hart, Brian Dees,
that's the big
Greenwell, Rick Thompson. Everybody is in that one.
Half the field collected on the backstretch, and the big one on lap 113.
Somebody going for room that's there, but it's just closing ever so quickly. It's tough. You're kind of taking a big risk whenever you do that. So I don't want to put it all on Ricky Hart, because I don't necessarily think he did anything wrong. He's racing hard, trying to get himself into a position where he can win the race on the newer tires. But 3 out of nowhere. Look at Eddie Haggie's right in front of this.
He's
look
not
at Eddie
the only
Haggie.
one.
My goodness. Kevin Foster and Eddie Haggie get through that. That was phenomenal by both those drivers, getting through into P3 and P4. Unbelievable to see both of them skate through like that. And I think they're both on pretty fresh tires. Well, Kevin Foster was in that last wreck, so he might be a little skatey. But Eddie Haggie, he pitted a little bit, I think at the same lap as Ricky Hart, who was a couple laps behind everybody.
Deep around the inside, gets alongside Haggie. Thorpe, look out as Michael Thorpe Jr. sideways and sliding down to the backstretch, but wrangles it back underneath him.
Oh, that was a save and a half from Thorpe Jr. He should have been gone. Oh, he comes back on the racetrack and tags Greenwell. I thought Greenwell was going around. My goodness. Oh, he's still going around. He's wrecking it. He's got it saved just barely. Oh, man, he's still wrecking. Oh, Benjamin Lacey Hart, the outside wall. He tries to avoid Greenwell. Avoids him, but completely destroys the front end of that machine as the caution flies again. Gonna get a pretty good run coming off the corner as Moore's just getting pinched off a little bit, but they're still side by side down the front.
Drag race across start finish. I think Marasco's got it this time by through 1 and 2 without big of a run. He's been getting off of these corners here. Kevin Foster now looking for the middle line. 3 wide for the lead again, and Foster forced to yield. Oh, Marasco loose, sliding down. Kicks the back end out, tags the wall, front back, then front, spins it on the back straightaway. Game over for Ty Marasco as he'll be eliminated in the battle for the lead. No caution, he's too far down. Taking a look back,
I feel like we saw a couple weeks ago.
I think the exact same Marasco did, except Marasco spun to the bottom, Haggie up top, and oh, Leakey did the exact same thing that Benjamin Lacey did. 3 wide in the background, but it's all eyes up front as Cody Moore trying on for the lead. Ricky Hart Jr. down to the bottom, trying to make it around to the white flag this time by 1 lap to go from Atlanta Motor Speedway. They bang doors at the stripe as we take the white flag. Race is official. Hart versus Moore versus Dees versus Foster. 4-way dogfight for the win. Foster tracking up. He's going to nudge Dees up the track, up in 1 and 2. Hart still with the lead down the backstretch, but Moore fighting back on the top. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Hart down to the bottom, Moore up on top. Does he have the run to make this one stick? Pitched him down to the bottom. Drag race off the final corner. They hit once, twice, 3, and a drag race. 7th out of Ricky Hart Jr. locking out the regular season on the finale.
That's fine. On the last lap, coming out of turn 4 for the race lead, whenever you're side by side like that, who's not going to bang doors just a little bit? Cody tried to get it at the last second with the last little bang, but it was not quite enough as Ricky Hart just skates by coming out of turn number 4 into the line.
Make that a pair of photo finishes tonight. This one definitely the closer of the two, and Dees, you could tell, are more hooked it hard left there, trying to slow Hart down, but it was nothing doing. About a bumper's width nets Ricky Hart Jr. the race win at the end of a wild night of racing action.